has power. It takes a lawyer to register a law firm. But a class 8 dropout can register a construction firm. They're employing fundis and taking our jobs. Now, all comrades here are jobless. We studied 5 years in the university. Have you gone through electrical engineering? You can't be jobless here. We must change. EBK is acting like an arm of the government. It is not. You're supposed to regulate this process.
I want to send a stern warning to EBK because they are the people who have tried to impede and stifle reforms in that office. Engineers have been paid peanuts, and there are some gatekeepers in that office that have tried to impede the transition of graduate engineers to professional engineers. All the Chinese have been given all the contracts in this country, while engineers in Kenya have been sidelined. IEBK and IEBK have formed a cocoon and cabals and stooges and puppets and puppeteers that have tried to impede our progression in some of our career prospects. And also want to stand a stern warning to SRC. Engineers have been paid like office administrators. We want to make sure that engineer salary is equivalent to a medical doctor's salary. That is what we want to tell the ministry and EBK, and we also want reforms in that office.
I want to tell these people of this country that the engineers of Kenya have been maligned, have been thrown to the bottom of the Datan. Engineers in this country have been made to stay at home, jobless. Their companies don't even get contracts. While we have people who are not engineers like Oscar Sudi having a solid waste management contract. That is an engineering contract. And we know that Oscar Sudi is not even an engineer. We have also known that these people at EBK, they are keeping this profession. How can you say that the ratio to a graduate engineer to PE to CE is 22,700 to 3,100 to 571 people? What is wrong with that? We want the president of this country to dissolve this board with immediate effect. Because these people here, instead of regulating the profession of engineering, they are over-regulating the people. They are not regulating the profession. Buildings are falling.
The state of engineering in this country is in a state of imbroglio, and I would like to ask the EBK to take a fastidious panacea to bring things back to order. Because nowadays engineers have resorted to other mechanisms to earn a living. These foreigners who you are giving contracts, we are the ones who are doing for them assignments. Have you reduced us to online workers who do assignments for those foreign people so that they come to get our jobs? See, if we make them pass the exams, it means we have the capacity to take the jobs in this country and make Kenya great again. Power! Yes, power! Tumekuja hapa kufagia EBK. Baba alifagia EBK. For engineering to grow in this country, Mungera must go. Engineering grow in this country, Mungera must go. Engineering grow in this country, Ogai must go. Hapa tunasema hawezi kuwa kwa board from enzi za Moi, enzi za Kibaki, enzi za Uhuru, enzi za Ruto, enzi za Junani, kwa EBK. Watu wote waende nyumbani.
Alvin. First and foremost, I'd like to talk about the failure of EBK to actually have inclusion systems in their administratory positions. You cannot have a body that does not include every cadre of engineering level. We have levels from students, graduates, professional engineers to consulting engineers. You cannot have a body that is regulating the whole profession without inclusion of all these cadres. Graduate engineers are not represented in the board of engineers. How will their plight, how will their problems be solved by these people if they do not have a voice to vote, to speak up in these bodies? The second thing I want to talk about is the plight of our female engineers in this country. Our female engineers are really suffering. Some of them are being asked for sexual favors, which is actually very meaning to our ladies. We cannot have our ladies being asked for sexual favors for them to actually find jobs. The body is actually failing in this capacity. I would like to remind them that they are here to regulate the profession and not the people. Regulate the profession and make the points where engineers can freely practice without fear of actually being whoever they are. Another point that I want to talk about is the plight of graduate engineers and the fees that are supposed to be paid by this institution. The fees that are needed to be paid are extremely high, extortionary to say the least. We cannot ask somebody who is being paid 10,000 a month to pay for 75,000 shillings to get some 4 points for their career progression. That is not fair to these people, to say the least. Somebody cannot earn 25,000 shillings and you want them to pay 15,000 shillings for a virtual meeting. And these meetings are being made every other week. There is a meeting that is scheduled at the end of this week, this month. There is a meeting that was there 2 weeks ago, 15,000. There was another meeting for just about 4 weeks ago, 75,000. This accumulates to 105,000 shillings within a space of one month. You cannot have somebody paying 105,000 shillings to get a few points. What are they learning that they cannot have on their portals? We'd like to have the board make a very clear platform for these points to be given. We need the trainings to be made in a very easier way. They can actually modify their portals that once graduate engineers finish their education in the graduate levels and register as graduate engineers, they can access all these trainings for free. If not, they should lower all the fees down to a point where graduates can actually afford.
What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?